Ty looking so much better. Me and Sloppy Logan here looking homeless. By the way, Taylor Heinicke gets $125K, guys, per win when he plays 60% of the snaps. So right now he has made $500,000 over this win streak in terms of the bonuses. Whew.
That's awesome. That's what Pierre is making weekly. Don't get it twisted.
That's right. It's the guaranteed money will do for you. All right, let's get to the phones. And Sabah, go ahead. You're leading us off here on the official postgame show.
Hey there, buddy. I didn't even know y'all acknowledged me. I'm like, oh, my God, did they even know I'm on hold? I'm so excited. Listen, I'm getting roasted on Twitter about look at your guy throw an interception. You know what I love about this is that he has thrown now 2 back-breaking interceptions, Giants and today. And both times he has then led a back-breaking for the opponent drive.
Bounce back.
That to me is mental toughness. It's easy to be the front runner. But when the chips are down, what do you do? And that's what I like about this guy. And I didn't like the play calling. Y'all keep saying that Norv Turner was great. I thought he was horrible.
Scott was.
Run, pass. run, pass.
I don't know what Norv was doing on his couch today, but
I can't take it because, listen, let Taylor throw on first down once in a while. You did one boot. You couldn't even get the ball to Terry. And then when he did, it got intercepted. I mean, what is up with Antonio Gibson? I know he's okay. I just don't want him to fumble. He didn't fumble, so I praise him for that. But you can't tell me 17 points should have won this game.
Are you all in on Taylor Heinicke?
I've been all in.
Oh, she's all.
You stay in.
I've been
stay
all
with
in.
it. Like
I drove the bus.
You're in. You're there.
I ran you guys over on my way to pick him up. Okay?
She was also on the Kyle Allen bus.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's the guy.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
5 years, $15 million a year, 50 guaranteed. Do it now. 5 years,
what?
Wow,
15 a year, 50 guaranteed. That's cheap.
15 a year, Sabah?
That's less than William Jackson III is making. Yeah, that's cheap.
Wow.
I will do it.
All right.
50 guaranteed.
All right.
Thanks,
we'll
guys.
Talk about it. Thanks for the call. So I don't know why she's mad at Antonio Gibson, but whatever. Makes no sense. But, look, they got him for another year on a very team-friendly deal.
Yeah, why not?
And there's no reason right now to jump at anything. You just play the season out. I get it. Everybody lives in the daily, oh, my God, we have to, pledge our love to one guy or whatever. A quarterback, it's always like the quarterback. Like running back, receivers, they're all, interchangeable for people. But for quarterback, people just want to know for some reason, like the commitment's going to be there long term. But you don't have to do anything.
It's true. Well, I think the thing that fans do is they say like this. I think they know. I think they're smart enough to understand that to have a quarterback means you are an established franchise.
Sure.
And so they're trying to identify the first thing that shows any types of signs of life, right?
Yeah.
And I think everyone would acknowledge that, like studies film, that Heinicke's done an outstanding job for this team, right? But I do think that there are some limitations to his game that need to be acknowledged. And to address Sabah's point, like talking about keepers and bootlegs, if you notice, Max Crosby, Yannick Ngakoue, they game planned to keep Heinicke in the pocket.
They pinned him in, right?
Yeah, they were rushing at his upfield shoulder. Do you remember when Kyle used to talk about that on keepers and stuff? When we played Dallas, he was always like, DeMarcus Story's going to rush right for the upper shoulder. That's what they did. They adopted that game plan to keep him in the pocket, and I think the ability to adjust by Scott Turner was outstanding. And bring dance with the girl who brought you kind of thing, right? The run gaze got you here. Let's keep riding it, and then let's see where that goes.
Well, and also, do you think, too, Pierre, and look, they didn't want to do anything stupid. I mean, they didn't want to turn the ball over. And they got away with turning it over once. They lost the turnover differential today. But that's the other thing. At some point, like you said, the defense is playing well. You're keeping them out of the end zone. Like, don't do anything stupid and force your hand here.
I agree. You don't want to do anything stupid because, that's shooting yourself in the foot, and we don't need any more of those. Yeah. But I think, Tyler is doing his job. He's not over-exceeding, but I actually do probably want to see him run more because of these DNs coming up the field. He's not a bad athlete to get at least 5 yards, and I think, he can take advantage of that. But this week was obviously different. But, having limited weapons – as with the receivers, use your feet to the advantage too. Don't take any hits, but have the defense think about more.
Yeah, no McKissick is a big deal. I mean, hopefully that's just a one-week deal for them against Dallas, speaking to back. But let me ask you this, Logan. Do you think there's been so much discussion with Taylor, when he was running, taking some hits earlier in the season, and they were kind of like, all right, throw it away, don't run so much. Like, there's almost like a golfer, like when you're trying to play golf, they're like, okay, don't slice it, but, don't leave your, like they're just telling you like 500 things while you're trying to hit the ball.
Well, I think you saw that version of Taylor Heinicke against Green Bay. You saw a guy who was like uber – you saw it against Kansas City, you saw it against New Orleans, and you saw it against Green Bay. And I think coming out of the bye, we've seen a guy who's who's run a little bit more. He's been a little bit more dynamic. The play calling is kind of – we talked about the zone read during when the game was going on. I think that's a feature you see coming to life a little bit. He's been much more intuitive about getting down, not taking big hits. I think that's smart. Can he do it more, to Pierre's point? I think so. I think when you've got an athlete like that in the backfield, why not take advantage of that, especially in third and short situations? I think about the Seattle game and how many times they could have potentially used that skill set that he's got to pick up first down. So I do think that's something that needs to be considered, but I also think we're seeing a more confident Taylor Heinicke, to your point. You know what I'm saying? That that he's grown up a little bit, and I think that's important.
All right, let's get to some more calls here. Ivan, go ahead. You're next up here on the official postgame show.
Hey, what's up, Scott? Hey, listen. After Las Vegas kicked the field goal to go ahead, I texted my buddies and I said, "It's legend time. Does the legend go, or does the legend grow? Hey, Nicky Magic did it again."